we have some breaking news. There's an NFT project that just decided to soft rug the loyal community members. I've been extremely bullish on this project for a while. Well, guys, getting right into it, guys, that is the JRNY Club NFT project right here. I've been extremely bullish. I mentioned this countless times that if you go over here, you look at the items to owner ratio, still pretty healthy. We look at the buy now, it's still very low. 162 items for sale out of 10K. That's wonderful. One thing you may have noticed is the floor price is 2.2 ETH. It's pretty low. A little bit higher. Just the other day, it was like 3.3, 3.5. If you go back here on the history, 3.28 over here, 3.5. What may have happened? Today is the mint for the first free item you get for buying one of these JRNY Club passes. So we have an announcement. Let's go over the announcement, and I'll give you my opinion, and I'll give you opinion of loyal community members. So of course here in the good old Discord, we have from JRNY Crypto, you know, the guy that created this thing, JRNY Crypto, he has a lovely YouTube channel, says the XLO announcement, I have no clue how you say that. I'm sure somebody will correct me down below. Says we have some details for you on how the weekend mint will go for the Planet new sets. Since we already have years of development planned for the Planet XO project, multiple NFT sets, multiple games, building in multiple metaverses, platforms, and more, we decided to make this a larger set to accommodate for the long-term demand and get more users in the JRNY NFT space. Guys, this sounds like a lot of hype. Sounds like a lot of BS in my humble opinion. We have multiple NFT sets, multiple games. They have years of development. This project, correct me if I'm wrong, came out in October 2021. How can you have multiple years of like development? Let me know down below, guys, if I'm missing something. So the total set will be 20,000 items. Interesting. I thought if you own one of these bad boys right here, you get a one free mint, which you still do. But now they're having 10,000 more than initially anticipated. It says we will be doing a public sale for 9,500 Planet NFTs that will go live on March 12th at 2 p.m. 500 NFTs will go to the community wallet for the Stardust store, contest, tournament rewards, and more. Wonderful, great. The sale will be quickly declining Dutch auction starting at 2 ETH, and the minimum price will be 0.069. I wonder why he picked that price. Maybe because it has 69 in it. Time to minimum price is 4 hours. And he says, of course, the free mint for JRNY Club members, after much consideration, he really thought about us, guys. We decided the best path forward for the JRNY Club holder free mint is to do an airdrop of a separate NFT that will act as a mint pass and be destroyed upon minting your new NFT. A snapshot of all JRNY Club holders will be taken at March 13th at 3 a.m. and then airdropped to the same wallet where your JRNY NFTs are held within 1 hour of snapshot. You will get an airdrop of one of these new keycard NFT pass for each JRNY Club NFT that you hold. This pass can be redeemed for a Planet NFT or held as a collectible. The redemption period will begin around March 13th and will remain openly indefinitely. These new keycards will also be available as its own collection on OpenSea for those that want to trade on the open markets. Alrighty guys, so they did change a few things up there. You're still gonna get your free mint, that's cool. Now you get this new NFT, it's a mint pass, like cool. I wish it was kind of like the Doge Pound where you just can mint it like whenever, just by holding the thing, and then you could sell it, it's worth more, kind of create a pristine. But hey, they changed it up, like whatever. That's a minor detail, I can live with that. Here's the issue. People invested a lot of money. People bought multiple passes because they were going to get a free mint in the future, and it was under the assumption that they were all going to be 10K sets. But literally last minute, the day before we get to mint the first free set, they decide to announce it's actually going to be a 20K NFT set. I don't know about you, there's a lot of community members that are up in roars. They're very, very disappointed. And I personally am calling this a scam. I'm calling this a scam right now, guys. This right here is a scam by JRNY Crypto. This is called a soft rug. We've seen it around the NFT space plenty of times. In my humble opinion, he's in the same boat as the Paul brothers, like Logan and Jake Paul, Soulja Boy and Lana Rhodes, in my humble opinion. Of course, disagree with me down below. Moving on to a community member that said some very, very interesting stuff, and I'm going to read every single one of it. I think it's very important for anybody. Even if you're not invested in this project, it's still something to keep in mind when you're looking at other projects. So the guy's name's Flower83. I don't know what that's about. But part one, it says, quote, rewarding holders will always be approached than punishing paper hands. That's something JRNY has said before, and he has failed once again to do that. It actually feels like he's punishing the holders, and basically not punishing the paper hands. Anyways, may I express my thoughts and feelings as calmly as possible. I feel like, I hate when somebody says that, the ones that supported this project since mint are heavily invested, 5 passes and above, got wrecked the hardest with this announcement. No, bro, you don't feel that way. They did. They got wrecked the hardest. They did get wrecked the hardest. There's no feeling. There's just facts. Facts is you got wrecked. It's heartbreaking to see so many epic and legendaries express their disappointment, and often with valid arguments too. Guys, legendaries and epic, that means they've had more than 5, sometimes more than 10 of these JRNY NFTs. The way this is being handled right now is not the correct way to treat those of us who have been here throughout all delays and promises and trusted the process for months. A 20K set is fine, no issue there. I even agree it's needed in the long run and helps exposure to our brand, ... My main concern is that it's not being done in a way that rewards early holders, rather F's them over. What bothers me the most is that Tony, JRNY Crypto, and the team is trying to present this as growing the community that is needed for mass adoption. Brah, seriously, read the room. Is absolutely the right response from the community, ... No one is really FOMOing into Voyagers right now, which is the JRNY Pass. We are tanking. People are just looking for a good exit price at this point, not an entry. Also, the overall NFTs are mostly bearish right now. Timing mean a lot in this space. There aren't 10K new people that want in. It's just us anyway. The planet's Twitter and Discord have very little new guys joining. Mostly, it's just us. Part 2. There are numerous better ways this could be dropped in a way to reward the holders, many of which have already proposed by epics and legendaries. Guys, keep in mind, those are the ones that invested a lot of money. 1. He says, make Voyagers mintable with Stardust. That's something you earn by grinding and working hard in the Discord. In the long run, we will get to 20K or even more, and the ones that grind for it will be rewarded. Build great and big things consistently while rewarding holders throughout this journey. 2. Give 2 mints to each mint pass. The way we can sell one and hold one. New guys still get to have a cheap entry, and we are the ones making additional money. Guys, I actually agree with number 2 the most. 3 says, or do it the way that you intended, but at least change the lowest Dutch auction, devalue the pass less price, and also release public mint a month or so from now, and build up more followers and hype until then. Guys, this building up hype is terrible. Do not do that. It really doesn't feel this NFT is about giving back to the community. Of course not. I mean, guys, with the actions taken, it's not about giving back to the community, as was intended back then when we first minted back in October. If you are now pulling another Dutch auction instead of rewarding the actual holders, what you have done with this Dutch auction announcement is essentially just devalue the pass. Yes, long term, because people are losing faith and are fed up with delays and non-optimal choices. And not announcing the mechanism weeks in advance also didn't give us a chance to prepare for this. I, for one, would sell a few passes and just buy more Voyagers at 0.1 in a Dutch auction if we were notified of this in advance, or at least get some liquidity to prepare for Dutch auction, which now can't be done with the floor tank and only hours till mint. Truly feel wrecked by how this is handled. Bro, you don't feel wrecked, you are wrecked. Continuing on to part 3, this is not how you build a strong community, and this is not about getting rid of the paper hands. This is drastically changing the narrative of the project and not in a positive, rewarding way for those of us that stuck around. I agree. He's not rewarding long-term holders. He's literally just slapping them across the face saying, sucks for you. We are now the Cardano of NFTs, it seems. Promises, delays. And when the main products and utility will finally be rolled out, potentially in years from now, people will not care. Nor will they play our games or use our products. Main issue right now is that Tony is treating this project as it is already successful. It is not. We are not a blue chip, and it's cringe to compare it to Bored Ape Yacht Club at this point. First, deliver some of these big things, then try bring in more people. How could it work the other way around? Timing is everything, especially in the NFT market. If the set was to be released in early February, you could still add all the things you are now coming up with and our improvements, and with more people and more sustained trust in this project. Basically, for the past few months, we all like basically for the past few months, all we are getting is trust us, while nothing big has really come out. More transparency is all most of us are asking for. To clarify, I'm still holding. What else is there to do at this point? I still believe this can have a turnaround and a huge one out of that, but not if we continue like this. Now, in the following weeks would really be the time to start delivering and stop promising. Guys, I think this was well said by Flower83 on the Discord. You got to keep in mind that, guys, they're literally scamming his own community. I think this is terrible in my humble opinion. I personally agree with 2. Just give us 2 minutes if you want to have more. I'll just, guys, reward the long holders. Just like in the beginning, this quote here, rewarding holders will always be approached than punishing like paper hands. That's something JRNY has said in the past, and well, he's not actually executing on that. So very disappointing to hear that, guys, in my humble opinion. It is what it is. It's a sad day if you're holding a bunch of these JRNY passes, because basically the creator just soft rugged everybody. And I just want to point out a few things here, guys. Basically, if you call things the way they are in the NFT space or just in crypto, you get called out as a fudder. You're just a hater. They have all these words to label you and basically make it sound like you don't know what you're talking about. But guys, I just showed you the facts. I showed you the announcement. Guys, when we minted back in the day, none of that was aware. We literally became aware less than 24 hours before the first mint, which is terrible in my humble opinion. But I just want to say, JRNY is all positive, guys. He's been calling out the fudders in the Discord. You know, I searched for his name. He said, after somebody said, after reading the Flowers text, which is the thing I just read you, I thought about it and I feel Diamond Hands should be rewarded too. And then he continues going, like, why not give like Diamond Hands, like reward the Diamond Hands? And then JRNY has the balls to say, we are working on something, will reward users that have held long term. I've heard that before. I've seen that before. And so far, I don't see any anything rewarding long-term holders, in my humble opinion. I think it's actually a disgrace to even believe that. So that's just terrible. Basically, what he's doing to long-term holders is, where is it right here? You're just going to be able to hang there because that's what he's doing, you know, first time. So very disappointing. Yeah, guys, that's what I got for today. What do you guys think about this? This is something to keep in mind, guys. I truly believe a lot of these projects, they want to be blue chip. They're trying to act like they're going to be blue chip. But then last minute, they change things up and it changes everything. So I just wanted to make you guys aware of this. Even if you're not invested in this, this is still something to look at in other NFT projects. A lot of projects are going to do stuff like this. Last minute, they pull a little, you know, skirt. They try to like mess around like, oh, we're doing this instead. And basically, in my opinion, it's called a soft rug, which is still a scam in my book. So let me know your opinions down below. Do you guys agree, disagree with with what I just said? And what do you guys think of this Flower83's message? I think he brings up a great point, and it's just very disappointing to see like JRNY wreck his own community. I think it's absolutely insane and terrible, but that's just my opinion. As always, guys, thank you guys for tuning in. We're live Monday to Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Smash the likes, smash the subscribes, and until next time, may the gains be with you.